All Coronation Street spoilers for next week as criminals scramble to cover their tracks. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you thought last week's episodes of Coronation Street were dramatic, just wait until you hear what's coming next. We've got shocking twists, emotional reunions, and even more secrets ready to explode. Stick with me right until the end of the video, because I'll be breaking down the biggest clue about what could happen in the following week. You won't want to miss it. After a week that saw Becky Swain rise from the dead and Tyrone Dobbs mowed down by a car, things are only heating up further on the cobbles. Brody Michaelis and Dylan Wilson are desperately working to hide their involvement in the car theft, while Carl Webster finds himself under more pressure as Tracy Barlow demands the rest of her hush money. Meanwhile, Tyrone's condition takes a worrying turn. Could the accident leave him with lasting damage? And over in the Swain household, Lisa is still reeling from the shock that her supposedly dead wife is alive, and she's desperate to reconnect with daughter Betsy. But when Lisa turns to Dee Costello for the truth, will she finally get the answer she deserves? Elsewhere, Theo Silverton faces a custody battle that could create even more chaos for Todd Grimshaw. Monday, September 15th. Brody reassures Kid Green that he and Dylan had nothing to do with Tyrone's accident because he was suffering a seizure at the time. Brody reminds Carl that they ditched the stolen car before heading to the hospital, but when Carl went back, it was gone. Could someone else have taken it? At the station, Dylan faces questioning, but will his hospital alibi hold up? Dee Costello warns Becky to keep her head down. Meanwhile, Lisa storms in, demanding answers about Becky's fake death, but Costello refuses to give her what she wants. Carla warns Lisa to be careful and stuns Kid by revealing that Becky is alive. Lisa confronts Costello directly, threatening to go to the press. At the hospital, Tyrone wakes up terrified. He can't feel his legs. Meanwhile, Todd and Theo settle into their new flat, with George dropping by to share a drink, though Theo doesn't seem pleased. Wednesday, September 17th. Carla urges Lisa to tell Betsy the truth about Becky, but Lisa refuses, fearing it will only hurt her daughter more. Becky begs to see Betsy, but Lisa pushes her away. Becky secretly watches Betsy with Ryan Connor. Will she risk blowing her cover? Kid warns Carl he's watching him closely. Later, Abby raises suspicions about the hit-and-run car, but Carl covers his tracks. He meets Fiona to explain he had to torch the car, only for Kid to question his dealings with a known criminal. Tracy continues to blackmail Carl for money, threatening to expose the affair to Kevin Webster. Fizz updates the family on Tyrone's operation. After his custody hearing, Theo vows to fight harder than ever to secure access to his kids. Friday, September 19th. Tracy demands Abby hand over the rest of her hush money. Carl insists he'll only pay £500 and be done with it. But when Abby suggests telling Kevin the truth, Carl refuses and instead pushes back against Trass's threats. Will she finally expose them? Later, the flower shop is trashed by a masked thug. Trass's world could be about to collapse. Theo panics about the court case, fearing his flat looks unsuitable. While he's out, Todd, George, Billy, and Brian band together to clean and cheer up the place. When Theo returns, how will he react to their support? Roy Cropper discovers Becky at No. 6 and quickly realizes who she really is. Lisa is forced to confess everything. Roy, deeply hurt by Carla's lies, walks out, leaving Lisa trying to defend Carla's actions. Back at the hospital, Tyrone confides in Evelyn that he could be bedbound for months and worries about the strain it'll put on Fizz. Wow, next week's Coronation Street is absolutely packed with drama, secrets, blackmail, and heartbreak around every corner. The big takeaway for me is that Tyrone's health scare could completely change his family's future, while Becky's reappearance is about to shatter Lisa and Betsy's relationship even further. And let's not forget, Trass's blackmail is spiraling out of control, so the fallout there is going to be massive. Looking ahead to the following week, I think the real story will be how long Becky can stay hidden in plain sight, and whether Tracy finally takes her threats too far. What do you guys think? Will Tracy expose everything, or is she bluffing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get talking.